Hello, welcome to another one of our Facebook Live art demos. We are here at Studio Central, which is a place in Portage Place in downtown Winnipeg, where you can come and make art for free using our supplies. All we need is a name, and you can come on in and use all of our stuff. You just have to be 18 plus. And for anyone that can't be here in person or wants to hang out outside of open hours, we have these lives for you. So this will stay up on Facebook for, I believe, 30 days is as long as it can stay, and then we will post them on YouTube later, so you can watch them back whenever. So today we're gonna be doing still life sketching. It's right in front of me. So I'll flip the camera around and we'll get right into it. Today, I'm Ollie. I always forget to introduce myself. And then I'll flip the camera around, see where he goes.
Sorry. So loud. Hi, I'm Marissa. Welcome here. Welcome.
And this is our still life. Welcome to our life.
Let's just take note of the color. You're not the composition is very nice. Ollie did a very good job curating.
My favorite part is the tiny teapot with the tiny dog and the little pear.
I really like that as well. I like that all the little pots have something in them.
I tried to make it so that you can see it from all angles depending on where you're sketching from. We have the vase of sea animals, dolphin and seal, and then another one with a hammerhead shark. Oh yeah. Have the glasses, the trophy, the orange cranberry tea. All the details. Oh, I also forgot to point out this little rabbit here.
I love that one.
Leaping from the succulent, reaching right over the table.
I also really like the single bit of I don't know what flower this is.
Yeah.
Where dried floral has fallen. The dog scratching the back of his ear. And then we have the bead stick. A beautiful bead stick.
So if you want to actually sketch along with us, I'll give us a nice shot.
Take a
screenshot and you can sketch the same thing. Show us your results.
Yeah, and the best part is we're all going to be sitting at it from different angles, so all our pictures are going to look slightly different, but they'll be of the same context. And it's also, because like, looking around here, we have a rabbit, we have a dog, there's some sharks. I've never seen a hammerhead shark in person, but I know what a rabbit and a dog looks like. But the angle they're at currently, if I want to like do a still life and draw actually what I see, I'm going to have to kind of forget what a rabbit looks like and forget what a dog looks like and just draw what's right in front of me here. So that's the only bit of art direction I can give you of how to do it. You'll need a piece of paper as your materials. We have plenty of pencils here, and very fun erasers. There's a popcorn eraser.
We have an HB pencil and 2 Fs.
I love an F pencil, honestly.
No pencil. No.
I like it because pencil eraser. I also brought a few of these if we wanted to try some very, very different ones. Very light ones. So here you can see my glamorous makeup. We have a 3H and a 5H. So the H stands for the hardness of lead. So these are going to be very, very stiff pencils and hard, but it's good for drawing very light. In drafting, I always say a 4H is just for movements. But you can use this to have a sketch and outline first to start. That's the first step. You get to be one of your paper by peeling the back off. Where are you going to sit? You can sit here. Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh. Should I sit? Oh no, then I'll be.
I'm thinking of actually having a focus on the top of the scale because I am very enamored by that situation.
Other things I have in this pencil set too. I also have a 4B. With crazy an 8B if you want to be very, very loose. And the B's are going to be for softness, and that's how soft your graphite is. I also have some other drawing utensils and instruments. So some pigment liners, a bit of black ones. But we have that in a 0.3 and a 0.4. So these are all really great if you're going to be maybe doing a lighter sketch with a pencil with some type of higher edge value. And then you can take a marker or a fine liner and ink it. And then really have more of like a cool black and white illustrative piece that really pops out. You can also just put certain pieces on it. There's so many options. And the last tools we have in this bag are blending stomp. Yeah, look at that real close.
We have a few different sizes, but really also you can use anything. You can use an old tissue, crumpled tissue.
You can use your finger.
You can use your fingers, which you do have to be aware that there are oils in your finger.
That's why I like using your finger.
So the challenge of that is it can make things stick a little more to your paper. But still something I enjoy doing every once in a while.
We just have a nice selection here. What kind of pencil would you like, Char?
I'm thinking one of the light ones.
One of the light fun ones? Like, do you want real light or you want to go crazy with the real light? Here, I'll give you a real light and then a 2-inch, which is just like a nice, like, it's 2 hards before, actually there's no I in 1 page. No, there's just an inch. Yeah, it is 2. So it's 2 different than an HB, a regular or an HB. So 5H is 5 different than this one. 5E would be 5 shades of one. HB is like a little bit of a blend. That's fine. You could have the piece that you took off from the top. You actually could like sketch little and just Google on the side to see, but also be free of these. I'm wondering if maybe if I sit over there, I will get like a different view. Oh no, but you are just doing the top.
Yeah. You can also.
Oh my god, I love that.
You can also get a nice view of the sea creature.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it that way. That way I get the
little tiny baby pod.
Yeah, I like that. And I can do the back of the rabbit. I'll go swap over there after I get my paper off. But that is also good to know too. Ollie, you are just doing the top spot. So, and we just grabbed all these materials from the cupboard, or still life cupboard. So if you're at home and you want to set up your own still life, you could just look around the room and see and sketch. Sketch what you see. It's a really nice drawing exercise and just getting what's on your mind and what you see down to the paper.
If you want to set up stuff, a kitchen is a good place with lots of interesting shapes and tools.
And light.
Yes.
Light that goes around it too. Can you see like your eyes? And there's also, I'll put these blending stuff for those too. So these, I don't know if I had mentioned, for those of you over there, these are really good to blend. Oh yeah, we did mention that.
I haven't actually done like
blending with H pencils that you have, but I do know that Ollie has some F's. And also we have a 4-blade, which will be very soft. So yeah, you're welcome. That's my pencils on.
Ooh, Amber's here.
Oh, hi, Ember. I was like, where? Hi, Ember. How's it going? Do you want to still like this set up? I think what I would do, a lighter sketch with this and then go in with the eyeliner after and pick out some points. Sorry. Yep. I could just do that in all this place.
It's actually been,
Yeah, there's one more syllable in there. Oh, this is great.
You can also shuffle things around before we get started.
No, we're gonna start it. I don't want to do that. Sorry. I felt wrong. My heels. I love that you should probably get your picture of your.
I never know what angle to do. I know some
You
people.
don't want just to stare at
No, some people prefer seeing the drawing. Some people prefer seeing our faces. I try to switch it up so you get a bit of both.
That's good.
But
like this. So when we were planning this workshop and figuring out what we wanted to do, and we had mentioned sketching, I had brought up an exercise that I did in my high school art class. And everyone was sitting around this large table, like 5 by 5 foot tables. And we all took off like our right shoe and we threw it into a pile in the middle of the table. And that's how I learned in a drawing exercise how to paint or draw what you see, not so what you think the shoe looks like. No, you're going to see from all different sides.
I'm gonna have the camera up for the time being because the pencil sketch is way too light. It just looks like a blank paper, so that's not good.
Then it's nice because whoever is watching, you're here in our chatting and you get a view of our display.
Yes.
So you could draw it too.
Yeah. In a similar vein, a drawing exercise I did was you have to draw like a portrait upside down.
That's a good trick, though. I really like doing that.
You can't make assumptions.
You can't make assumptions, and it's one of the best ways to copy a drawing. Like you feel like it's not going anywhere, and then once you're done, you flip it over, and you surprise yourself with how great it is.
It's also great to start different, like sketching things you want to work on with a simpler version of it, like a shoe. I know for us, we had to do a cut shoe in university.
Oh, I did that as well.
Yeah. So instead of starting with a section of a building, you do a section of a shoe.
So it's something familiar, but you're just looking at, and you're also focusing then on, because you're just like, okay, that could take me 20 minutes and I'm done. I had spent so long working on my shoe, and I remember my dad, he was working at the time, and he would go to work at like 5:30 in the morning. And I was still up working on my shoe, and I was so exhausted. And then he comes downstairs to say bye, and I'm in the midst of like a breakdown. And he's like, "How's it going, Marissa? Like, it looks great. Your shoe looks so good." Good. And I go, "No, my shoe looks like poo." And since then, that has instilled me to have the emojis in my phone with the poop emoji and the high-heeled shoe emoji by his name. And every time he texts me, "I love you," it has those emojis in it. From that story.
It's a great story.
Thank you.
What medium did you use?
I think I did pencil and pencil color marker. Because I just wanted excuses to buy marker. But I have a pack of Cool Grey, a 10 pack of Cool Grey, so 10 different shades. 10% gray, 20% gray, 30% but cool has like blue undertone. And then I think one of my final years I got neutral gray, which is just like flat gray.
I like a warm gray.
You would be the type. Or BJ. Yeah, you are a warm gray. If you have to be in gray,
physically and
mentally.
mentally.
I feel like that's good. I wonder if there's a trophy. Also surprised, I'm pretty sure I broke this trophy.
It's been fixed.
Oh, nice. That's good. Yeah, it fell off the shelf of the old space.
I'm not sure for that.
That's clearly not my trophy. Why if that worked? I have to imagine like I'll have to build the sound because I'm hearing the music. Don't want to copyright. Doing fun drawing stories like it. Wow! Cool.
Still life is among the most like basic like art practices, but it's also like one of those things where it is great for practice, but also the more skill you get, it's just
Special? Does it music?
no
Oh,
relaxing.
oh, I am actually quite relaxed.
Yeah.
Yes, more complex. And then at some point, you can also go further with it and do a finished piece that you so desire.
finished. Like putting ink on it and painting it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Adding color.
There is, as I was saying before, there is a lot of buildings around it. Like the ruins and stuff.
I myself am not worried too much about getting like complete accuracy, just getting the general shapes down. I'm gonna try and go in with a little bit darker now, so I'll see if we can see it on my paper.
Yeah, I think that might have to just do a close-up zoom.
You can kind of see it. The shadows are not my friend. Not when I'm trying to get a good angle.
That sounds. What part of the picture are you drawing?
The trophy.
Nice. What do you think the trophy's for?
Looks like participation one.
We're participating in this live.
Ooh, pong. That's fun. No, I don't know. This kind of feels like this is like a art meets art podcast.
I mean, it's a fine line from a podcast. It kind of actually is a podcast.
Video podcast.
Video
Oh my gosh,
podcast.
is this a podcast? Really? Am I still watching or have they?
I think they've left. They did wave to us, though.
Oh, that's nice. Very exciting. We have the biannual tonight. Group 40. Heartbeat Alumni Group 4 0. Please read. It's definitely like, it looks funny. Drawing this hammerhead shark. What are you drawing right now, Ollie? What part?
I'm drawing the pear in the teapot. I'm going in with a dark outline. When you are sketching, you can also go without. Like, if you want to go for more realism,
Go for
it can be good to not do such an intense outline and instead do the shading, because when you look at things in real life, they don't actually have an outline around them, even though our brain perceives them as a line.
Speak for yourself.
What?
I have astigmatism.
So, you know, having a softer line and just going in with the shading can give you a more realistic look. But I'm going in straight with the outline, so do what you want.
Yeah. What's your technique there, Logie?
Doing what's closest to me,
Nice.
working backwards.
I started with trying to section out the shapes, and then like try and see what's like half. If I was looking at the picture, what's in the center of the picture, or like if I had to cut it in half. It really actually is nice. Like the can, the orange creme de tea can, is in the middle of my line of vision, which is nice. So I was just getting the shapes out. But then I started drawing the hammerhead shark, and I got real into it. I got really detailed.
That hammerhead shark.
Yeah.
It's just nice to see the beginning of the other shapes.
Yeah, you can see the beginning of the other shapes starting, but then I just went like, ooh, no. Shark face. It's because he has like that big frown.
Yeah, cute. I like the fern.
And now I actually have a point of reference because everything else is kind of like general shape, but I think my sizes might be way off some, but I can just go off of the shark's size now because I have something to find. So this hammerhead shark dictates everything else in the paper.
I put the eye in the wrong spot, so I erased it, and so now it kind of looks like he's crying.
Oh no!
But we'll work on that. He's allowed to express his emotions.
Yeah. I whenever I'm sketching, I actually like removing the lines from the board and they're like calling the posts of the drawing because it kind of shows like the story of how I've gone over my drawing. Because right now my trophy lid has been moved. Wow. Yeah, right now the top of my trophy used to be right here, and now it's in there. But I'm gonna leave that spot. Weasel mouth. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
When I first started sketching, I would focus a lot more on getting like the things accurate. But now that I have a bit more experience, I don't feel like I need to as much, and it'll still resemble somewhat what I'm sketching versus before I had the control. It was more important to focus on what I was sketching.
It's like a trust the process. What? My trumpet laugh.
I'm not playing around with it so that I can change the composition as I please.
The bigger question is, do we leave this out here for everybody to see tomorrow when it comes to video? And they question, what happened last night? I say yes. Yeah! It is quite like soothing though, right? I'm going with a very light hand, but I'm also using it for me. So it's gonna be quite. Also, I think because I have like astigmatism, I do have really skewed perspectives. Maybe it's for the best. It makes it more interesting.
In which way?
It makes it interesting. And not my well-being. That's stupid being the looks. I think everything's gonna be too low. I'm not gonna be able to draw glasses.
Yeah, that's important in the shark.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope my sizing is okay. I might not get the other guys. I'll definitely look these paper. The scale is pretty cool.
Yeah, one thing with sketching I also struggled with when I first started is I used to always do all my drawings way too light. And so I really like having nice contrast now, so now I kind of tend to start with like my darker spots and then keep building up. So there's nice contrast instead of having it fade into the ether.
Some dried floral like this.
I don't want it started.
Not gonna kill it. It's dead.
Oh, who's already sketching all of the individual leaves out?
I am right now, but I'm not focusing on the shapes. Yeah, I'm not focusing on it. No, it looks like buckwheat. It does!
I think there are two different kinds there. Most of them are one kind. Like this one is extra fluffy.
Oh, let's see. That, there's the actual wheat. I think I'm playing right now. The stick. Oh, the stick right. I wonder if I should wear an instrument so we can play it right. Don't need it.
You want to start like a sing-along?
Oh. You might get flagged for copyright infringement.
Sure.
Really good.
Is that the Taylor Swift you have in your life? Mm-hmm. What an amazing song. Ooh, Clint says hello as well.
Hello, Clint. Welcome to the live. I'm drawing a stick.
Shall we look closer? I'll get up and move around the table. Look, peer over shoulders.
Here.
Wow, that looks beautiful. Thank you. Slowly taking form. Very nice, very nice.
No.
And while I'm up here, we can look around the new studio a little bit. Over here, we have a beautiful still life closet, which is where we got all of the supplies for this. Supplies? I guess props. Not more than pencils. The props for this. So if you're ever looking to do a still life, come to this closet. It's full of easels and props and random objects. Here's the new space. Our sewing corner is taking shape. Our textiles corner, 3 sewing machines all in a row. Spin around. Everyone's gonna get dizzy. I have very shaky hands, so I'm being as still as I can. And then I'm going to peer over into Upbeat, which is now finally open for properly. James is hanging some art. This is our new space. It's nice and clean and white, and we have.
And a little promo on Monday, we have a presentation of art that we did with the Victoria Hospital this Monday on the 23rd from 12 to 1. So if you're in Forge Place, pop by and check it out.
Yeah. And of course, any other day we're open, you're also welcome to come by. We just won't have that particular show up. So this is the new beautiful gallery space. And circling around, our front desk. And you can see our library all the way in the back. We have so much space. And back to the drawing. Here, let me pan up. So this is your drawing. And this is your view. Ooh.
Yeah, see, I started drawing here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I moved here, and then I got really into that hammerhead shark. But now that I'm looking at it, I wanted to draw those glasses. It looks like they're going to be drawn off the page, but that's okay. It's coming as it's going.
Nice. Let's see, we're starting on a shark over here.
Nice.
Got the frowning already.
Perfect. That's its best feature.
Yeah.
What a beauty.
Beauty. Forget.
Crikey. Yeah. This is mine. Stay still in progress.
Yeah, those are not trying to draw the scale from behind. It's kind of confusing. It's not proper. It's not proper. Proper shape. Thankfully, I think I can probably have to recover the shape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't done a shaded sketch in a good while.
I think I tried to do one in my backyard, but you just get so focused on one spot that you just don't do everything else. You do one detail. So I think I have a really nice rendering of a shed, and Steve had a fence. And then he moved to the other side of the fence, so I started drawing him over there. So I just use him as reference.
Yeah.
It's my side.
You had two Steves.
One.
Clint comments that they were exiled to the reserve for being famous.
Oh.
That happens.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
This is why we love the wonders of the internet, because we can be together even when we're not in the same place.
That is really wonderful. It is awesome. And we can chat and use the Facebook as
Facebook.
Damn, you got it. On the line. Yeah, the Facebook. To bring those connections.
I think that's why it's so important that we have these lives.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I made the dog's eyes too big now. Oh, he looks extra sad. No, sure.
He already looks quite sad. Now he's extra.
He's extra sad. Oh, shade in the tear.
God, is that why you got that? Okay, got the scale, shape, final. Well, not the front, but the essence of.
There is something tricky about the lighting in here, where it's like very, it's kind of similar across the whole space, so there's not very dramatic shadows.
I have dramatic shadows on my side.
Oh, because I'm finding it's tricky to like, specifically on like the objects themselves. There's not a dramatic
I think it's just like the shadow of the branches on the round table.
Yes, it is.
Comes from. Not where mine would have.
I tend to avoid doing pencil drawings because before I got more confident with my art, I did like only pencil, and so I never had any like anything like finished inks, all of that. So I was nervous of making something wrong. But
Who said
it's nice.
pencils?
I like to challenge myself to like only use pen if you're sketching with me. That's something.
Really hard to make conversation when focused on a sketch. I'm like, we'll just be repeating the last thing someone said. Or catching up on different information. I'm hard to clear What's wrong here? I feel like I was sitting up straighter when I started this one. Like my perspective was way off. But don't
Don't strain with the 8B pencil.
hold it. Get it. I'm still using light weights. But I'm pushing hard, so I'm gonna see what actually looks like for you.
Yeah, I tend to have a very light hand, so whenever I use like an H pencil, it just didn't appear.
Okay.
When I was in 4th grade,
Core
you get my childhood memories. When I was in 4th grade, we did this assignment where we had to color in like hockey masks and keep designing whatever we wanted. I was the only one that did pencil crayon instead of marker, so everyone's looked like it was drawn, and mine just looked like it had nothing on it. It was so light. I did draw my guinea pigs on it,
Oh, nice.
which I think should be an official hockey team. Kiki and Cherry Blossom was nice. Cherry Blossom was my sister's.
And Kiki didn't get out of the circus.
No, but I was really excited by that movie because of the name Kiki.
Oh. So this was a before you had it.
Yes.
It
We
wasn't
named her by putting her on a pillow, and then my sister, my mom, and I all sat in a circle and yelled names at her until she responded to one. I was gonna name her Buddy, and my I think it was like my sister was like, let's maybe think of other things.
You said Bunny or Buddy?
Buddy,
Buddy.
like after Buddy the dog, the famous Air Bud.
Oh, I thought his name was Air Bud.
His name is Buddy.
Oh.
No question. I was a big fan of Air Bud.
So am I.
I rented every Air Bud movie from the video store.
Which was your choice?
Martin's video.
Oh, I used to
Yeah.
It was closest to my house. We used to walk there.
This was a blockbuster.
I'm excited.
Really?
Yeah, 50s.
We didn't do Blockbuster because I think it had 99 cents Thursdays or Tuesdays or something.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, or we're getting there like, you get like dollars something for seats.
We just didn't have any other video store around. Or you go to the library and rent library movies. They had a very poor selection. But
they have a great selection now.
They do. But I was in a mouse phase at the time. And so I rented all 2 mouse movies from the library.
Wow.
I don't really remember them that much.
Oh, they were there.
One of them I absolutely adored was The Mouse and the Motorcycle, which I can guarantee most people have not seen.
Your
And is hard to find.
Yeah,
Stuart Little. The Mouse and the Motorcycle.
Stuart Little was a great movie.
Stuart
Little, that's later when he grows up. He's a garbage person.
They did not have Stuart Little at the library.
Watch Matilda.
Oh, yeah. Just recently rewatched it.
Those are choky. You just recently rewatched it?
Rewatched it, yeah. After. Goodness, how many people did you stop by at Studio Central?
Ooh, it depends on the day. I think, like, when we were first getting moved in and opening up, we were real busy. But the weather has been so nice that we've kind of gotten a little slower. But I don't know, I would say right now, 16 to 20, 25 a day.
Yeah.
But they don't stay all day. They like will come in at different times. Yeah, some people stay all day, others just pop in and say hi. Yeah, always depends on the day. But definitely, we've got room. So if people are interested, come on. It's hard for me to drink glasses. I don't know.
You're checking the time.
It's
4:15. That's actually a lot later than I thought it was.
I'm glad you're having fun sketching.
Just been scribbling online. It's getting somewhere. I like hatching more than like shading. I just feel like I think it's because it's faster and you don't have to be as like careful and gentle with it. You can just kind of layer and hatch. It's stylized.
Oh, again, speak for yourself. I'm not gentle like that.
It just happens.
I do like that you just said it's true. I do have some aggressive drawing. I do have, I do not have anymore. I did get surgery to correct my chronic carpal tunnel. So it was received by being an artist. Thought it was a construction worker, yes sir. just really like to go very pencil.
For the first time in my life, I only have a very minor writing bump from holding my pencil too intensely because I'm not in school anymore.
You're writing
Not
every
in
single
school,
day.
not in school. I had a very intense writing spell because I hold my pencil really intensely. Don't draw intensely. I just hold the pencil intensely.
Don't go anywhere. I'm drawing the dolphin. Oh, my legs crossed far too long. Yeah.
Princess, you're gonna make some art today.
Ooh, nice. Love having an art day. This is why when we were doing lives on Thursday, I was so stoked. Like, excuse me, it's so hard. Well, we could, I guess, show, we could go and show where we're all at. I'm showing you my drawings. And we can also, we have our drawings from last live.
So this is where I'm at with mine. There is something about seeing it in the camera that makes you kind of like take a different look at it because it takes you out. Okay, yeah, I will come around, see where we're at right now. Yours is very developed.
I'm just sketching out my dolphin and then the seal.
Oh, I like that the dolphin almost looks like it has the stick in its mouth.
Yeah, he's like biting it. It's from my view, it's behind him, but I might just make it look like he's gonna chomp it. And then my other view, the seal's eyes are like censored by the stick. So I'm gonna make sure I get that.
That's
aspect.
important.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
And then this is Logan's. You have very clean lines.
I like that.
These are like polar opposites.
and that just shows that there's so many different ways to do art.
Absolutely. It took a second too long to say that. No, I love seeing different people draw the same thing, and then same with our workshops of what people do with the same instruction. And it's so different because also everyone not only has different like preferences, different points of view, but like you said, like you have a heavy hand versus like someone that has a light hand, and their brush strokes are different. All that stuff. Speaking of brush strokes,
Oh, good segue.
these are our beauties from last week. We did a workshop inspired and like continuing on with our paintings we started last week, and we did a diptych workshop. So we have the original piece, and then we use the other piece to clean our brushes that will go along with it, as it uses the same color palette with some colors, inspired by our messy tablecloth from last week. So this is Marissa's beautiful purple cow, and the purple cow in Dreamland, and
It's called Loosen Up.
we're trying to make a pie.
Loosen Up?
Loosen up?
No, that's a cow.
Here's my ducks. I think they could still use another light layer of white around them so they glow a little more, but he's being offered some soap.
Duck.
And my second piece is a little undeveloped, but it matches. It's 420.
Great. Awesome. Well, on that note, I think we'll have to see you next time. Shout out for the show opening tonight. If you are watching to the end of this, we are going to have the live website coming up tomorrow it'll be launched, but you can shop online there. Also look at some of the work from the show, and it'll be all open next week as well.
Bye.
Bye.